I used to feel as though my whole life was on autopilot. Get up, get to work, return, repeat. Everyone else was doing the same thing, so it was as if someone handed me a screenplay I never auditioned for and I simply followed along. Nobody actually inquired as to why we were all running nonstop. We would grumble about it, sure, but we hardly paused to consider another path. One day, though, I found myself unable to ignore this persistent voice in my brain saying, there has to be more than this. It brought to me the scene in The Matrix where Neo discovers his environment is a complete illusion. Except unlike Neo, I lacked any enigmatic person presenting me with a red or blue pill. Just me, looking at my ceiling, realizing I had to get up. I'm not here to discuss malevolent devices gathering human energy, so let me clear one point. I'm referring to the unseen guidelines we often follow without thought, the activities we engage in only because we are taught. That's just how life works. Consider it, we learn to recall information, spit it out on tests, and then forget it the minute summer break begins in the classroom. We are expected at work to show up, complete assignments, clock off, and repeat all over again the next day. It's so easy to fall into a pattern that causes you to forget you even have choices about how you live. I am referring to that as the Matrix. Rising from this mental matrix does not imply you will quit your work and go to a beachfront shack, though that may be your route should you so want. It's more about backtracking and wondering why you do what you do. Ask yourself, do I truly want this, or am I just following someone else's formula for life? When you initially answer these questions, you could feel ashamed, as if you are betraying your family, instructors, or friends who thought of a certain route for you. But believe me, you will never really know if you never ask. I recall perfectly my own aha moment. I used to always call myself bad at math. Nobody overtly said you must be bad at math, but I adopted that persona after a few challenging courses. It seemed like a fact of existence, as though it were my genetic composition. One day, then, I wondered, what if this is just a story I've been telling myself? I choose to question it then, just for pleasure, mind you, which seems strange even now. I started learning some advanced arithmetic online. It was terrible at first. I felt slow and clumsy, and every error was evidence I wasn't meant for it. Still, I persisted, and every fresh idea I grasped seemed like a little success. Little by little, I came to see the "I'm bad at math" narrative was essentially a lie I'd embrace. That is the case with most of the bears we lock ourselves behind. Usually, they are not enormous, fortified constructions. They resemble fragile cardboard cutouts that appear terrifying until we gently press on them. Sure, pushing is terrifying. It means running the danger of failing, feeling ashamed, or finding we have been holding ourselves back for no good reason. But let me tell you, it becomes addicting if you actually push and witness the wall wobble or even fall. What other limiting beliefs have I been caring about, you begin to ask yourself. Of course, it's not only about reconsidering academic discipline. Sometimes it's about changing your daily activities. Do you really want to pass out after spending an hour every night doom scrolling over your social media feed? If the response is honest, yes, because it's leisurely or entertaining, then wonderful, keep on doing it. Maybe it's time to explore, though, if you're only doing it because you always have, or since you're bored and have no idea what else to do. Replace that hour with something that truly invigorates you. It might be anything from a pastime to a new language to even daily journaling. The secret is to be deliberate. You are awake when you are purposeful. You are effectively still sleeping in the matrix while you are on autopilot. Paying close attention to the individuals around me also truly woke me. We reflect the behaviors and attitudes of the individuals we hang around. Surely it is inevitable. Imagine where you would finish up if everyone in your group despises their work, grumbles around the clock, and never ventures anything new. These folks are not bad. Rather, human beings are social creatures. We absorb attitudes and habits like sponges. This is why it helps, even if it's only online, to get in touch with at least one person living in a way that thrills you. You start to wonder what actually is feasible for you when you watch someone else violate the rules you considered to be unbreakable. One more great strategy for waking up is curiosity. Explore something you have always been a bit captivated with. Go for a cannonball, not merely put your toe in. Although the school system encourages us to study just enough to pass a test, actual learning is about pursuing your curiosity everywhere it goes. That's how you find your genuine interests in your real self. And once you understand, you can manage your own learning. Rather than depending on a teacher or curriculum to spoon feed you, you start to feel you have greater control over other facets of your life too. Now, I'll be honest, sometimes waking up means you won't fit cleanly into the same box you used. When you start talking about your new love, friends may roll their eyes or your parents may fear you are changing too quickly. Certain partnerships may fade away. The people that truly count, though, will change and flourish with you. Consider this: a caterpillar cannot spend eternity in its cocoon. You never get to become a butterfly if you linger too long. Yes, exiting the cocoon is terrifying, but picture never flying. Life will continue to have daily problems even after you break free. Debts, employment stress, unplanned drama. The difference is you will treat them from a place of awareness rather than surrender. You will find you have options. Sometimes you'll keep working on the same task or the same pattern, but you'll do it understanding why you're doing it rather than mindlessly. That small change, knowing you're choosing rather than being pushed, may make all the difference in your daily mood. I also have to pick up healthy coping mechanisms for failing. Failure in the matrix sometimes seems like the end of the world, a black mark on your record, but failure is a stepping stone out here in real life. It is information, comments. If something explodes, it just indicates you need a change here or there. It does not mean you are useless. Once you view failure as inevitable in the process, it loses its ability to immobilize you, and you will find yourself attempting activities you never would have considered. Try a short life audit to see where to begin. Jot down your daily schedule, values, goals, and main worries. Not elegant, just scribble them on a piece of paper or write them into your phone notes. Though it seems like homework, it's really like reading the code of your own matrix. You will find behaviors and patterns you never would have thought to exist. Then choose one area, just one, and make plans to stir it up. It may be attempting a new workout, waking 15 minutes earlier to read something inspirational, or even learning to build something with your hands. Imagine it as a little experiment. Should it fail, not trouble at all. You pick knowledge, and then on to the next exercise. One last piece of advice is to develop appreciation. Though it sounds corny, it seems like a secret weapon. When you stop to be grateful for what you do have, your health, a roof over your head, perhaps even a pet that loves you, your viewpoint changes from lack to abundance. From then, one may more easily recognize options than constraints. Above all, keep your own patience with yourself. This is not some cheat system whereby pressing a couple of buttons suddenly levels you. It's more like little by little rewriting your life's program. You will feel unstoppable some days and that you are caught once more other days. That is ordinary. Growth zigs and zags. It does not run straight forward. What counts is your eagerness to keep challenging the offered scripts and keep discovering.